Why is it that a lot of MDs and CEOs find an employee survey a bit of a pain and don't necessarily take it all that seriously? Well, if you are an MD or a CEO and you're finding yourself in that situation, the chances are that, with the greatest of respect, you're not running a very good survey. If you do an effective and a really, really good survey, what it will become is it will become an invaluable metric for you as a managing director to really understand exactly where your business is. And one of the crucial things I find with this is the fact that we help you to define the strength of your leadership team. Because one of the things, in terms of what is it that I can get from an employee survey, well, for me is to look at every single significant leader within your organization and look at how are they performing. That is really, really important because you might have gut feelings. You might have a sense that a particular part of your business isn't really performing as it needs to, and you're not quite sure how, or it's very hard to put your finger on. A well-run survey will expose that. And it's not that you're looking necessarily to put someone under pressure, but it might be that those individuals within that particular area of your business desperately need support. They might need a bit of training, all sorts of different sort of scenarios where effectively if you provide that, things can change majorly. And so that's why it is frustrating sometimes if a CEO or a managing director isn't properly engaged with a survey. It usually tells me that the process is not very effective, and therefore the data that's coming back is just not very good, and therefore they're switched off. And it's more of a tick box exercise than it is a strategic exercise, which is what it should be. Really, for the last, 5, almost 10 years, I mean, every time you turn on the news, or not every time, but a lot of the time you turn on the news and you look at business challenges, one of the biggest things that you hear is productivity, the big P word. And the fact that the UK trails behind many of our European partners, although sadly not for long, but many of our European partners currently, our productivity levels are low. At the end of the day, productivity means effectiveness, means profitability, all the things that a managing director or financial director are hugely engaged with. It's so important to associate and link. If we have an engaged team, then we have a high productivity. If we have a disengaged team, then we have a low productivity. I know it makes sense, but it's absolutely essential that we make that connection. And therefore, just like everything else in business, if we don't measure it, then we can't do anything with it.